Jonathan Bailey, the star of Bridgerton, openly identifies as gay, a topic that has sparked public interest as his fame has grown. He became aware of his sexuality around the age of 12 but struggled with acceptance due to societal attitudes. Bailey shared in interviews with Vanity Fair and British Vogue that he subtly came out during childhood and believes his parents sensed his identity early on, supporting his interests without restriction. Though he once dated a woman in his 20s, he reflects on the fluidity and complexity of sexuality, emphasizing that the relationship was genuine and that she remains a close friend. Is Jonathan Bailey gay? The truth about the Bridgerton star's love life. Jonathan Bailey has quickly risen in Hollywood as a heartthrob admired by fans of all genders. Although he only recently ventured into the American scene, his sexuality has drawn much public curiosity. Is Jonathan Bailey gay? Jonathan Bailey's sexuality became subject to public scrutiny, and he openly identifies as gay. In a Vanity Fair interview about his sexuality, he said, "I was hyper-aware of the complexities and nuances of how I felt about myself being a gay man, let alone a gay actor, and suddenly finding success in playing a straight part and talking about that." Jono was aware of his sexuality since childhood. The English-born actor reportedly became aware of his sexuality when he was about 12 years old. Johnny gradually came to this realization but struggled to accept it due to society's negative perceptions. During an interview with British Vogue, the actor revealed he always wanted to talk about it and even subtly came out during a sleepover in his childhood. He eagerly asked if anyone else felt the same way he did about being gay. But he also remembered that everyone was quiet after his question. People knew that he was gay before he did. In a publication by Today, Johnny believes that his parents were aware of his sexuality before he figured it out. They allowed him to explore his preferences for female-dominated activities, such as ballet. Jonathan Bailey once dated a lady. Although he identifies as gay, Bailey briefly dated a woman in his 20s. Jonathan Bailey's girlfriend at the time remains a secret. While speaking to British Vogue about that period in his life, he said, "It's interesting with the binary, where you're perceived to be either this or that. That's how I saw it at the time, but there are so many nuances to it. My experience of that relationship was not that I was in the shadows. She remains one of my best friends."